All right, good morning. Appreciate everybody being here. Obviously excited for the progression throughout this week. Two good days. Guys pushing, fighting to respond. Continuing to focus on our fundamentals. The physicality. Obviously, some of the issues that showed up a week ago, and to clean up and continue to progress as a team. Got a great challenge ahead. One of the top teams in the country. You're playing well in really all phases. So it's going to take a great effort, and our guys are excited for it. It's obviously we talk a lot about this game. It's a 365-day-a-year game, and what you do, how you prepare. And everybody can get excited during game week, but it's a mindset of what you're willing to invest throughout the course of the year that's going to put you in position for this week. So. I'm looking forward to seeing guys, as we finish up this week in our preparation. I think we've gotten some good work, and obviously still some steps that need to be taken lead up to Saturday.
Start with Brendan. A lot of guys in the roster from down that way, and a lot of players know each other. I guess with the emotional balance.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be emotional, and I want it to be every bit of the emotion that we have into this game. When you know people, when you have those relationships, there are a lot of lifetime relationships. Guys that have competed against each other in high school, guys that are friends, throughout throughout their life that are just at different places. This is going to be something that's remembered, and but the emotional maturity is critical. Is that can I bring every bit of the emotion, but to be able to have the focus, the detail, the discipline, to go play my best and not to get caught up in things that don't matter.
Chris,
you spoke on Monday about Roydell working back and Ashland to be determined. How are those two doing, as well as how's Javon Boggs?
Boggs is coming along. I feel good about where he's coming. We were hopeful last week. Around game, it just it wasn't fully ready to go out there. So expecting more. This week. I thought Roydell looked good. Ash is still progressing, so we'll see. As these next couple of days will be big for both of them. But I've seen them get some work, and I think we're trending the right way. But we'll see where it gets to.
Leah, kind of following up on the Miami standpoint, there's a lot of guys getting their first taste of this game. Have you seen maybe a different level of edge for those guys as they kind of embrace this challenge for the first time?
This is an exciting game to be a part of, and I think I started on Monday. I mean, it's a blessing to be a part of this game, and we have enough guys that have been in it, been a part of it. Can kind of share a little bit of just it's going to be different. I mean, you can get jacked up for every game, but I mean, this is one that's it's one of those ones, and for our guys to be able to prepare at that level and then continue to build upon that throughout the course of the week. I mean, it's everything. So I mean, I know a lot of guys are excited for what's ahead, and obviously we want to go out there and we want to show a much improved Florida State team, and all the things that we can control as leading up to this game.
Brendan, we got to see Amari work on defense a decent amount this past week. I guess what's the plan? How did he do in those reps, and what's the plan for him moving forward?
Yeah, he was able to get a little bit of work there. He's still the balance of for him is good getting Randy back there at tight end to be able to have he was able to get more extensive work, and so I think that's going to be an opportunity for Amari to have a little bit more flexibility, really within both sides, and expecting to see probably a little bit more work of that on the defensive side and in special teams as he still is there helping offensively.
Corey,
with this game for you personally, like you've coached in a lot of games here and a lot of big games, but do you remember a game kind of with this hype in this building, and what do you think it's going to be like Saturday night? Because I feel like a lot of your big games have been on the road, so you know what I mean? And like you haven't played a rival that was number 3 in the country before, and you're also ranked. What do you think just the atmosphere and the environment's going to be like?
Well, I mean, I've had big expectations for the atmosphere, and I know that I know what we're pouring in and what we're preparing for. But yeah, I mean, I expect it all. I mean, you sit there and rank games. What do I think it's going to be? I don't know. I mean, I know it's going to get every bit of who we are and what we're about. That's my expectations on what we can control in our preparation, the edge, the fight throughout it. I mean, that's what I want to see.
Matt?
They talked about this game, what it means on the field, but off the field, it's big for recruiting as well, just for the state in general. Just what do you expect with that, and what do you want to show recruits?
I mean, just to continue to show, why Florida State. You go to a lot of places. Obviously there's plenty of different factors that will try to persuade you to different places. There's a lot of different elements, and obviously this is it's a big game. It's a big game because the program's a big game because of this state and the importance of recruiting the right guys here and you're from this state. But I'm definitely looking forward to it, and we'll have a great turnout when it comes to prospects that are here, and just to continue to paint the picture for what it can be here at Florida State for them.
I have time for 2 more, Liam.
Can you, taking a step back from the game with Ethan, do you have an update regarding him? I saw some news circulating yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's thank God he is progressing, and I got a chance to go see him early this week, and it's truly a miracle. Some of the steps that we're seeing, it's still a long journey ahead, but just to be able to have an opportunity to be in that room with him, to see his eyes, to see the foundational levels of the growth and where we're gonna be able to go. But you just continue I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers that have been poured out to him, because I think prayer works, and God's working a miracle in that situation. I believe that with everything, and I just continue to lift him up for all those that have, and he's just it's definitely been a really good last week, and there were some really challenging days in that time before that where there's a lot of uncertainty, and but I just continue to believe and be there for him, his family, and it's just grateful for the progress.
Chris?
How does their usage of Ruben Bain evolved, and what is he putting on film this
Yeah,
year?
I mean, I think Ruben looks, obviously he's played as good as he's played. He came in, as a freshman, really played, you saw the flash. Last year was solid. This year he's taken his game to, I think an elite level. And I mean, he's playing, they're moving him around. He's not stationary. He's playing hard against the run, playing, he's been great against the pass. You see the complete player that he is, and he's positioned himself as one of the best defensive ends in the country. So, Mesidor has done the same thing on the other side, which those guys that combo it really it presents some great challenges, and I think their defensive front, like we touched on. I mean, it's we know that it's going to be a strap 'em up game, and it's going to be a battle, and our guys are excited for the opportunity and really looking forward to seeing those guys compete.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mike.